Hi everybody, welcome back to English 101, your final module. The assignment that I'm going to be talking about right now is the first assignment that's going to be due, that's going to help you as you move toward writing your final self-evaluation essay. This is due on Monday, of course, now I'm not going to remember, November the 30th. So let me give you the directions on what I want you to do. I will go over this with you when you conference with me on Monday and Tuesday. I believe what is that, the 23rd and the 24th. As a reminder, the final essay directions are right here. The final essay rubric is right here. The sources for your framework for post-secondary success is here. And then also I'll provide a link for all of the other sources in the course as well. So I'm going to be asking you to do a few things here. I'm going to ask you to give me a title. What do you want to title your essay? Try to make it catchy. And I want you to spend some time on your introduction, because your introduction is going to include your thesis statement. So you're going to provide me your title and your introduction. That's where kind of the bulk of your writing is going to come in. But then the other thing that you're going to provide for me is an outline of what you want your essay to look like. And I'll talk about this in more detail in a minute. And then you're also going to provide me with a list of your 3 sources, remembering that one source is going to come from here. And again, I've got the this is the MLA citation. It's kind of wonky. Please fix it and make it, a hanging indent as you copy and paste that in. I apologize that it went in wonky, but it's there for you. So you need to choose 2 more sources based on the list that I gave you. And let me go back to that list so again you can see it, and I'll put a link in here for you. But here are all the sources from Module 2, Module 3, Module 4, and Module 5. You just need 2 sources from there. You can choose more. There might be 2 sources from Module 4 that you want to talk about in one paragraph, and that's great. And then there might be 1 or 2 sources from Module 2 that you want to focus on in a paragraph, and that would be great as well. So again, these are the sources for your assignment. I don't want you to do outside sources. So as we get back to this assignment, you do want to provide there an MLA citation for each of those sources. Most of those sources are PowerPoints. If you click on this right here, it gives you the guidelines for how to do a PowerPoint citation in MLA. So just as a reminder for that. And then here it just gives you basic guidelines for MLA, in-text citations, and things like that. Hopefully that's been something that you've been learning along the way. So, number 1, your title and your introduction. You're going to write me a 5 to 7 sentence paragraph that's going to introduce your audience. And remember, your audience is me and any student at Chandler Gilbert Community College who might happen to read your essay. It is a self-reflective essay on what you've learned, right? It's about the technique that you've used, why it was effective or ineffective, and how those techniques have affected you as a writer and your writing for future application. So that needs to be introduced in your grabber. Your thesis statement is going to let the reader know the main point of the essay. And I'd like you to think about this in 3 maybe terms. What are the 3 techniques that you have learned, or the 3 processes that you've learned, or the 3 practices? Maybe it's 1 technique and 1 practice and 1 habit that you've put into play. What are those 3 things that you are going to be focusing on in each body paragraph here? That should be stated in your thesis statement. Your thesis statement is going to let the reader know what you're addressing in each of these body paragraphs. Okay? So think about that in your thesis statement. When I'm writing sometimes, I will actually do my outline first, and once I know where I'm going with my body paragraphs, it helps me write my thesis statement. So don't think you have to do these in order, all right? Once you've done that thesis statement or your introduction, or after you've done your outline, but just know the other thing you need to do is your outline. And your outline is going to look something like this. And if you want, you're welcome to just copy and paste this. But for body paragraph 1, what you would do here is if you copied and pasted it, you would tell me what the technique was. How or why was it effective? You might give me a couple of words as to, was it effective? Yes, it was effective. It was effective for this reason. And what you might want to do is provide me the evidence here of where you see that that was effective. Was it effective in your paper? Was it effective in your study habits? And what's a specific example, right? So you want to use evidence from your own writing or process of writing here. So what's the technique? Where do we see evidence of it being used or not used? And how might you be able to use this in the future? And you're going to do that for each of them. Again, I don't want a lot of writing here, just a brief overview. A few words, really, honestly, for each. What the technique is, where you saw that, and real quickly how it's going to help you. And then this brief outline is going to help you shape what your essay is going to be about. Okay? Once you've done that, I want you to think about in your conclusion the so what. And again, this can be a list. I want you to think. I don't want you to restate your thesis. That's not what this conclusion is going to be about. The conclusion is going to be, what? So what? What have you learned from all of this? Why is the self-reflection so important? Is this new to you? Is this something that you've done in the past? Is this something that you want to improve on? You've done it, but it's something that you want to improve on. How does this help you as a student, as a writer? What is it about self-reflection, or what we call metacognition, right? And then the final thing you're going to do is provide me with a source list. What's the title of the source? And again, the title, you can just go back to this source list, find the PowerPoint. Maybe the PowerPoint that you liked deals with this compare contrast. So you might want to grab that. Whatever the title is in the PowerPoint is what you'll be putting down in that title. You're going to give me the title. Sorry, let me get back here. So you give the title of it. Hi everybody. I saw a mistake here, so I'm tried to change it. I hope we're good. So if this sounds a little wonky, I apologize. But again, for that source list, you're going to include your source title. And again, going back to the sources, whatever the title is of the PowerPoint, whatever the title is. And then you're going to give a 1 to 2 sentence explanation why you're using that source. And then you're going to create the MLA citation for that source. Again, the guidelines are right here for PowerPoints for MLA. And here is the source citation for this, the Framework for Success in Post-Secondary Writing. And remember, that needs to be one of your sources. So don't forget that. Good luck. If you have any questions, ask, send me an email, and a message in Canvas, in the Canvas inbox right here, and I'll help you out. This will really help you organize your essay. It's going to help you in your writing. Take care. I'll see you on the other side.